We, the people, elect leaders not to rule but to serve. Never let yourself be persuaded that any one great man, any one leader, is necessary to the salvation of America. When America consists of one leader and 158 million followers, it will no longer be America. If a political party does not have its foundation in the determination to advance a cause that is right, and that is moral, then it is not a political party. It is merely a conspiracy to seize power. Teachers need our active support and encouragement. They are doing one of the most necessary and exacting jobs in the land. They are developing our most precious national resource, our children, our future citizens. Leadership consists of nothing but taking responsibility for everything that goes wrong and giving your subordinates credit for everything that goes well. For every obstacle, there is a solution. Persistence is the key. The greatest mistake is giving up. The supreme quality of leadership is integrity. No one should ever sit in this office over 70 years old, and that I know. The only way to win World War III is to prevent it. If you want total security, go to prison. There you're fed, clothed, given medical care, and so on. The only thing lacking is freedom. A people that values its privileges above its principles soon loses both. The middle of the road is all of the usable surface. The extremes, right and left, are in the gutters. Someday, there is going to be a man sitting in my present chair who has not been raised in the military services and who will have little understanding of where slashes in their estimates can be made with little or no damage. If that should happen, while we still have the state of tension that now exists in the world, I shudder to think of what could happen in this country. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. The libraries of America are and must ever remain the home of free and inquiring minds. To them, our citizens of all ages and races, of all creeds and persuasions, must be able to turn with clear confidence that there they can freely seek the whole truth, unvarnished by fashion and uncompromised by expediency. Mob rule cannot be allowed to override the decisions of our courts. All generalizations are inaccurate, including this one. Never waste a minute thinking about people you don't like. Only Americans can hurt America. Don't join the book burners. Do not think you are going to conceal thoughts by concealing evidence that they ever existed. Most things which are urgent are not important, and most things which are important are not urgent. I hate war, as only a soldier who has lived it can. Only as one who has seen its brutality, its futility, its stupidity. Accomplishment will prove to be a journey, not a destination. The clearest way to show what the rule of law means to us in everyday life is to recall what has happened when there is no rule of law. Let us solemnly remember the sacrifices of all those who fought so valiantly on the seas, in the air, and on foreign shores to preserve our heritage of freedom, and let us reconsecrate ourselves to the task of promoting and enduring peace so that their efforts shall not have been in vain. The spirit of man is more important than mere physical strength, and the spiritual fiber of a nation than its wealth. The Bible is endorsed by the ages. Our civilization is built upon its words. In no other book is there such a collection of inspired wisdom, reality, and hope. Without God, there could be no American form of government, nor an American way of life. Recognition of the Supreme Being is the first, the most basic expression of Americanism. Thus, the Founding Fathers of America saw it, and thus, with God's help, it will continue to be. To be true to one's own freedom is, in essence, to honor and respect the freedom of all others. What counts is not necessarily the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Any man who wants to be president is either an egomaniac or crazy. Don't join the book burners. Don't be afraid to go in your library and read every book. A good teacher is one who can understand those who are not very good at explaining, and explain to those who are not very good at understanding. Farming looks mighty easy when your plow is a pencil and you're 1,000 miles from the cornfield. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. And I should like to assure you, my Islamic friends, that under the American Constitution, under American tradition, and in American hearts, this center, this place of worship, is just as welcome as could be a similar edifice of any other religion. Indeed, America would fight with her whole strength for your right to have here your own church and worship according to your own conscience. This concept is indeed a part of America, and without that concept, we would be something else than what we are. Today in America, unions have a secure place in our industrial life. Only a handful of reactionaries harbor the ugly thought of breaking unions and depriving working men and women of the right to join the union of their choice. I have no use for those, regardless of their political party, who hold some vain and foolish dream of spinning the clock back to days when organized labor was huddled almost as a hapless mass. Only a fool would try to deprive working men and women of the right to join the union of their choice. Some politicians some years ago said that bad officials are elected by good voters who do not vote. Constitutional amendment for congressional term limits could never achieve the blessing of Congress. It could be initiated only by the states. Here in America, we are descended in blood and in spirit from revolutionists and rebels, men and women who dare to dissent from accepted doctrine. As their heirs, may we never confuse honest dissent with disloyal subversion. The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible, no matter whether it is on a section gang, a football field, in an army, or in an office.